But this movie is about pastrami. It's going to be a really quick movie about pastrami. We're just going to keep the basics. Hi, I'm Mike Stevens, and the first thing we're going to talk about is meat. Brisket, typically a fatty brisket is what's used. Pastrami. But you can use really any meat as long as it's got a fair amount of fat on it. A couple of months ago, the local store had a sale on untrimmed tri-tip for less than $3 a pound. Couldn't resist it. It was fairly mild in flavour, didn't turn out great roasted, so I aged it 3 months. It's been in these bags 3 months, and even if you buy a brisket, please don't cook meat straight from the supermarket in America. It's wet and young. You must age this meat several months to develop the flavour. Anyway, once you've got the meat matured, we're just going to simply keep it in a brine for a week. We're going to make the brine kosher salt, brown sugar, white sugar, honey, pickling spices, and sodium nitrite, Prague powder. I'll put the recipe, how much of all this stuff we use to make the brine, in the words at the bottom, so you won't have to remember this. Anyway, we're going to undo the tri-tip. As I said, it's had about 2 months aging, maybe 3. 3 is about the maximum we need, but 3 is good. I can see Target smelling the brisket. We're just going to put it in the brine like this. This pan is big enough so that the brisket, the meat anyway, the tri-tip, is sinking well below the brine. But anyway, you want to turn it daily to make sure it's evenly marinated. And all we're going to do now, we're just going to put this into the refrigerator. We're going to pop a lid on. And it's going to stay in there for a week. And we'll pick this story up in a little while. But a week in the brine. So here are a couple of pieces which just came out of brine. I did these a week ago. You see they're nice and pink and they're nice and soft, but they do need cooking. And we get to that next. So these are the ones I just took out of the brine. What we basically have here is corned beef. You could boil this up now with corned beef and carrots and make yourself a wonderful meal. But we're going to carry on with the brisket. And what I've done, I have rinsed these under the tap to get all that brine and the brine and the leftover spices off, because these are very salty. And if you don't wash them, they will end up too salty. And I'm going to cook them now in a slow cooker. And I'm cooking them just in water, plain water. I want plain water because I want to get a lot of that salt out. So they are going to go in there, and I'm going to cook them for about 12 hours. 12 hours, medium heat. That will get them cooked. And that's not the end of the story though, because we will see tomorrow. After they're cooked, they're going to be encrusted with coriander and ground black pepper and given a little smoking. And then we'll probably still put them aside for a week or so for the flavour to develop. So it's a slow process, but you get a wonderful product for very few dollars. Well, it's early Sunday morning. Got up early to watch the Premier League finals, and if anybody's interested, I think Manchester City won. Anyway, time to get the meat to the smoker. So here is the meat that's had this very slow water cooking. Beautiful, fatty, spiced stock here that's picked up flavour from the meat. Probably going to use that for making some bean soup later. Anyway, what we're going to do now, very simple, we're just going to encrust these pieces of meat with ground black pepper. I'm going to use a tiny bit of cinnamon, no, I'm sorry, coriander, but you can probably use whatever you like if you want to do something slightly different. Just don't make the spices too strong because it's the pastrami that we want to taste, of course. But lots of ground black pepper is traditionally the thing to use. And get it on all sides of the meat. Meat being nice and sticky, fatty and wet, it should stick really easily now. And once we've got it covered, we're going to put the meat onto the tray to go into the smoker. And we're going to take this outside to the smoker. Hi, morning guys. Yes, you guys can smell the meat, can't you? So anyway, we're not going to smoke this too much. We just want to get a mild smoky flavour. We don't want to make it like a smoked brisket. But we'll check on it a little bit later and we'll probably carve some up for breakfast. Come on guys, you come in now, come on. We'll come in now, come on. As I told you when we was outside, I don't like to smoke these too much. I've had 45 minutes, just 45 minutes in the smoker, and here they are. And let's see how these carve up. And then we'll have a close look at them. And notice how nice and pink the meat is. We haven't quite got to the fat yet, so let's turn this over. Let's take a chunk off of there and let's try a chunk with the fat on it, which is where the flavour is, and that's why you really need fatty meat for pastrami. Well, I hope you guys get to do this and enjoy. I'm Mike Stevens and thanks for watching.